Hello everyone, this is the Blue Dragon Gamer, and continuing where we left off, Gary has just been kidnapped by the Flying Dutchman. Outside, we see Squidward. Now we are given a task to visit Squidward at his house.
Hello, SpongeBob. So nice of you to finally join us.
Squidward! Am I glad to see you? You won't believe what just happened to me and Gary.
I don't have time for another one of your ridiculous tales. Mr. Krabs wants us to get to the Krusty Krab right away so he can tell us some important news.
Important news? Maybe Mr. Krabs is going to announce the Employee of the Month. What are we waiting for?
Beats me. You just keep chattering away and I'll see you there when you're done.
So that's how it is. Trying to hear the news before me, eh? Well, let's see who can get to the Krusty Krab first.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Now to race Squidward to the Krusty Krab. Lucky for us, he doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry. As you can see, he is still way back there.
Once again, we see that more legs doesn't mean more speed.
And once again, we see that more holes in your head means less stays inside of it.
All right, you two, stop your jabbering. I've got some difficult news to tell you. Business has been very slow lately, so I'm going to shut down the Krusty Krab until it picks up again.
Shut down the Krusty Krab. I think I'm gonna faint.
You boys can hang around here or go home, but I can't pay you one way or the other. Sorry.
Well, isn't that just great? I'm going home to think of some ways to pay the bills. So long, SpongeBob.
This completes racing Squidward to the Krusty Krab, and we are given a new task to cheer up Mr. Krabs. He can be found in the back behind the grill.
Jeepers, Mr. Krabs. Why do you think our business is so slow?
No one seems interested in going out anymore. They think it's too much trouble to leave home.
Too bad we can't move the Krusty Krab into their homes.
SpongeBob, that's it. We'll do just that.
Yeah! What is that? Oh, you want to move the Krusty Krab? Should I get a hammer?
Never mind that. I'm going downtown to set things up. You take this bus ticket and meet me there as soon as you can.
Be sure to pick up the bus ticket. This completes cheering up Mr. Krabs, and we are given a new task to meet Mr. Krabs in downtown. Above, we also see a pair of pants floating around if you need to recover. Now before we head to downtown, let's go back and visit Squidward.
Hey, Squidward. What's with all the stuff on your lawn?
A squid has to pay his rent somehow, so I'm having a little yard sale to make a few extra sand dollars. Now leave me alone so I can read my book.
What you reading?
It's called How to Defeat Evil Spirits, okay? Now please, let me read.
How to defeat evil spirits? That's just what I need! Can I please borrow your book, Squidward?
You can borrow my book after I'm done with it, okay? So look through my yard sale or whatever, but stop asking about my book.
This completes visiting Squidward at his house, and we are given a new task to borrow Squidward's book. Let's go ahead and take a look around his yard sale.
Hey, Squidward, this big acorn sure is making a weird buzzing noise.
Acorn? You mean that hive I got from my cousin on the coast?
No, I mean this big buzzing acorn in the glass case. I bet Sandy would really like this.
Oh, yeah, I bet your little squirrel friend would really like that acorn. Why don't you buy it for her?
Name your price, yard merchant.
I'll sell it to you for 200 sand dollars. Start saving your tip money.
Here we are given a new task to bring 200 sand dollars to Squidward.
I really need that book to save Gary. I just want to borrow it for a little while, but how will I ever get it away from Squidward?
You must sneak up on him while he's napping so he doesn't wake up.
In order to get the book, we must sneak past Squidward.
How to Defeat Evil Spirits, Chapter 8. The Flying Dutchman. Any poor soul who awakens the Dutchman must suffer his revenge for all eternity. The only defense against the Dutchman's magical powers are his most personal treasures. These are items which he carried close to him while he was alive. Find all 7 of the lost treasures in order to face down the Dutchman once and for all.
That's it. All I have to do is find the 7 lost treasures of the Dutchman to end this once and for all. Barnacles, I thought this would be a challenge.
This completes borrowing Squidward's book. Now to go over and compliment Sandy on her awesome entrance.
Hiya, Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. You won't believe what happened to me and Gary this morning.
Let me guess. Curiosity got the best of you again?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, don't you fret, little varmint. This squirrel knows just the thing to cheer you up. A good old-fashioned karate match. Just step into my arena when you're good and ready.
Well, I'm not one to shy away from a challenge.
Okay, now listen up, because I'm gonna remind you how this all works. We've got a short amount of time to bust up all this junk in your yard. The person who breaks the most stuff when the time runs out is the winner.
Just tell me which moves are legal, if you have the guts.
I'll teach you a few moves. You can press the action button to karate chop, and press the action button a couple of times to chain attacks together, press the action button in the air to do a kick. Got all that? Ready, set, go!
Not what I was expecting for a karate match, but a challenge is a challenge. All we need to do is break more objects than her. I find that the jump kick is absolutely useless and can't really hit anything. Looks like we won.
I gotta admit, SpongeBob, that was some tussle. You did okay for a sea critter.
Oh, you weren't so bad for a land critter.
That plum took all the fire out of me. I'm going home for a nap. Why don't you drop on by my tree dome and pay a visit, okay?
That was sure swell of Sandy to cheer me up. I wish I could do something special for her. I know! I'll give her a present! But what would Sandy like?
This is where that expensive acorn will play a part as soon as we get the money. Well, that should be everything we can do in Bikini Bottom for now. We are still missing some things, which we'll get later, along with the 3 tasks we still need to complete. Now to save our game. This is the end of Level 1, Bikini Bottom, Part 2.